In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Sorry, guys, I thought I had a picture up. How are you doing? I'm coming on kind of late for me, but I've got a lot of energy to expel, and I figured the best way to expel it is on my social media channel. So here I am. We're going to talk about Bozoma. Now, I'm not sure if my people actually invest in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Oh, I should have put that in the caption. I'm not sure if you guys invest. Um, but sometimes when I come home, because I'm such an intuitive, sometimes I need to come home and watch trash TV. And sometimes that's the only thing that makes me happy. Trash TV and anything meditative or anything about the stories in the Bible, especially if they're like cartoon stories. I love that kind of shit. Um, and I don't know why, but it is what it is. Um, so you guys know I really do trash TV. It's rare for me. But if I do, there's a fucking problem. If I have to do trash TV, there's a problem on TV. So let me pass through these videos that I have and get me a little bit of fan on me. And I'm going to play these videos. Wait, what happened? Oh, I sent. Oh, it's trying to send. So give me a second. One eye keeps looking weird. This is how long my hair is, guys. And this is high up on a ponytail. It's ridiculous. In a good way. It's all good. One day, I'm going to show off and I'm going to cut all my hair off to my ear and start my locks all over again. I don't care. I'm not a Rasta girl. I grew locks and I'm not getting rid of the locks. Although I do believe my locks give me brain power. Kidding, kidding. Well, they probably do. Um, but I'm still going to cut them off and grow them again. And so what? But we're not going to be afraid of anything in 2026. Most of us are not going to get through 2026. So I'm not living in anybody's fear in 2026. It's on and cracking. I'm sorry, guys. We might be having internet issue. Good night, Infinite. How are you, sweetie? There must be something wrong because let me see if I got it. I didn't get a notice that I was on tonight. That really sucks. That really sucks. So everybody's going to have to see the show after it's already done. I don't care. I could care less. Hi, Steven. Oh, you're doing well. Oh, I love that, Infinite. So let's get right into it. So we're going to talk about Bozoma. Now, Bozoma is a problematic new housewife on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The reason why she's problematic to me is because I think she's a competitive woman. And maybe to the point where it's detrimental to others. Like she's that competitive woman that has to put you down. And I don't like people like that. Like we can all share the same space and not be so overtly negative time and time again. Bozeman is an evil person. Bozeman is a selfish, self absorbed person. Bozeman is inconsiderate. Bozeman is the type of person that will shake somebody else down if that means it makes her look good. Yeah. Oh, LRGA curves. Oh my God. So what does that mean? Are you feeling what I'm putting down? Like, girl, bozo the are you just saying it because I'm complaining today, or have you been watching the show and you're like, bitch could never be my friend? Like, what is it? Like, and if I'm wrong, tell me. Tell me how to like her better. Tell me how to get there. Tell me, help me to see her in a different light. But what I hear is her fucking mouth. And I hear her spew just the meanest, ugliest thing to get playtime on this reality TV show. That's what I think I'm understanding about her. Now, Bozo, I could be totally wrong. Totally. But you yourself would have to be like, Tracy, let me tell you something. But if you come against me, bitch, you better be ready. Because I take notes. I take notes. And you gonna get, if you come to me, you're gonna get humbled because we're gonna go toe to toe. All right? Now, hi Miriam, how are you? Oh, let me get some air on me because now I'm already getting hot just having this discussion about this crazy woman. All right, let me let me put out some videos and then I'll get your opinion. And YouTube did not let my peeps know that I was on tonight, which is fine. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have everyone see this after the fact. And everybody's going to be like, Tracy, you were on and I didn't know it. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Not my fault. I was trying to come on earlier, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. All right, media. Let's get some of these vids so you can understand where I'm coming from. This is in no random order, but this is about Bozoma versus Amanda. Amanda is the newbie. Bozoma, this is, I don't know if she was a friend of the show last year, but she has gotten her rose or a diamond or whatever. So she's no longer necessarily the newbie, but they are humiliating the newbie. Sutton Strack, Bozoma, um, who's that one that's getting divorced? I can't remember her name. The one that's getting a divorce with the two kids. They want so much screen time that they collectively think that this is the way to run this reality season, and it's not. All right, let me just get some out, and we'll keep talking throughout. Oh, I'll keep talking. I don't know.
She's the money queen.
She's the money queen?
That's what she calls herself.
What does that mean?
Did you never know that?
What are you talking about?
That's what she called
It's called the
Google
money
it.
queen?
Girl, I don't know why I'm repeating myself. Yes, but you've never had a job before. So how are you telling people how to get money? If I could roll my eyes any harder, I would.
I have no formal business experience, and then I found that I had a gift around like the energetic part of money.
If somebody is gonna teach somebody else how to make money, I expect that they've made a lot of money doing some kind of work before. That way they can tell somebody how to do the work so they can get the money.
I thought she does like affirmations.
Girl, I'm putting this back
Am
down.
I okay?
See, no, you're not okay.
I just can't figure out her authenticity and who she is.
The Elia code. Look
iconic.
how sick that is. I kind of need this.
Would you ever read Amanda's book, Rich as
No, I would never read a book called Rich as
I think that, let me see if I should put this down. I think that, I think if you all know the new age world, there's a market in the new age world. Why? Because society has been so fucked up And I was there in the 80s where everybody was out, get the money, get the money, get the money. Everybody was wearing shoes and sneakers, and that was innovative, which I actually did love that era where we went to shoes and sneakers. I hated the era prior to that where everybody was coming to work in heels and everybody had bunions and everybody was getting operations. Anyhow, I digress. But in the 80s with the power ties, I hated that era. I hated the era that people thought money, running for the money, sneakers, was the almost important thing because that led to the best cars, that led to an uprise in housing. I mean, I thought it was one of the ugliest eras in my whole lifetime. And again, we're talking about my lifetime. The 80s to me was really, really destructive. Cut to, I'm going to say COVID, because I have been an intuitive on YouTube since 2011, but I was one of the newer ones. I was African American. I did not have a following, and Black people weren't going to follow me because they're all about Jesus Christ and the church. So I was not getting a Black following, but it was something that I loved, period. And because it was something that I loved, I took a chance to have my reputation torn apart by the Jesus Christ lovers. But here's what I noticed about the Jesus Christ lovers: they were all having affairs. They were all some of the meanest people I've ever seen in my life. And I said to my God, and we all share the same God, but I'm just claiming him. I said to my God, I'm not going to get to the Bible thumpers. Should I do this anyway? And God said, there's more out there than the Bible thumpers. And I said, okay, I could hear that. Is it okay if I invest in other religions like Thai temple, Chinese temple, Buddha, like not change, but just be like, how is it that they pray? Like, should there be more to this story? I even studied, I went to a Jewish temple for someone to quasi teach me the Torah. If I have curiosity, I'm not going in ignorant. I'm going to be like, teach me. The intuitive era kicked off when everybody had to stay home and when we were all about to die. All of a sudden, it was like, can you teach me how to meditate? Can you teach me how to be calm, even though I have high anxiety? And that's when the era of spirituality grew on social media. So, someone like Amanda coming up through the spiritual ranks, I'm like, I got it. I mean, if anything, I'm like, I wish I could have thought about how to make it into a business as well. But my business was what I do. And so I'm not regretting anything. I did what I did best. Amanda is doing what she does best. But to put it down, I'm you're not to watch how you don't bother intuitive people. We are kind, loving people. I mean, I love to curse, but that's neither here nor there. We are kind, loving people. How dare you? How dare you put her practice down that she made money from and brought Kyle's old house from, which cost millions of dollars? Oh my God. All right, guys, let me play the next video because I can't take this. Let me see. Let me let Noel know I'm on because whenever Hold on. Um, what was I looking up? I can't remember what I was looking up. I was answering a text.
I also forget I'm a mature woman. You know, it's like I'm a mature woman. You know, it's like this is not my first go. And there's so many lessons that I learned from my own marriage that I am doing differently or applying differently in this marriage. You know, and so I don't need other people's mistakes in order to learn my own lessons. Well, it's been very difficult, you know. Look, I think maybe people take it for granted to share intimate parts of your life that don't always feel good, you know, in front of everybody for them to judge it. Because certainly this road is very lonely. And from what I've heard from other women, it is full of shame. You know, it's like when somebody's talking about the difficulty of getting pregnant or, you know, losing babies along the way, it's like not something that we share publicly as a society. You know, it's like you're supposed to be a woman who can just birth kids and nothing's wrong, you know, and everybody wants the happy ending. However, there's a lot of people who struggle, you know, with expanding their families. And for me, this story started long before this moment. You know, after I had Lael, I had so much trauma, so much fear. And I worked on all of it in therapy and with friends, with my doctors. So I didn't come to this decision lightly. You know, and even last season, I talked about getting my fibroid surgery so that I could make way for pregnancy. And that is something that a lot of people don't talk about. I mean, I got text messages from close friends who told me that they were struggling with fibroids, and I had no idea. You know, so I just think it's a moment for us to realize that we can have these conversations out loud. I think it helps us more than it hurts us. And even with the criticisms of people who try to feed my fear or my doubt, there's still so many more people who are encouraging me, who were saying, hey, look, it doesn't matter, just keep going, try one more time, you know, and if it doesn't work, try something else. And in my comments, you know, people who will say you're too old, you know, why would you try this? Why would you harm your body this way? You know, he's using you to have a kid. I'm like, who the hell do you know?
She is so pretty on the outside. I mean, stunning, stunning woman. I don't want to make any comments on fertility issues. I myself have lost a child. Not a child, I apologize. I myself have lost a pregnancy. Um, and I was blessed to have a rainbow baby, and I was never able to get a second child out. So I believe that I suffered from second baby infertility or something like that it's called, which is fine. I have no fibroids or anything like that. But there and because I didn't have a consistent partner, that could have been part of the problem because maybe I was protective over who I had a baby by. So was it second baby infertility or was it like, oh, not you? Mm-mm. No, I see the writing on the wall. So I'm not going to speak on all of that. I just wanted you all to see how pretty she was. I just believe she doesn't have the greatest of souls. Oh, now I know what I was going to do. I was going to contact Noel. My brain is braining right now. My brain is not braining. Noel. I think Noel gets upset if I don't contact him. Maybe I'm the one that's delusional. So, hi, Miriam Brown. Hi, Mama Biji. I hope I got it right. I don't like Bozo. We're going to wind up calling her Bozo the Clown. Blessed day, beautiful queen, and everyone. Blessed day, Saki. Hello, sweetie. How are you? Okay, let's get on to another video so we can get to the gist. This is Amanda. This is the one that Bozo is really fucking over. And I hate it for Amanda. She is an intuitive spiritualist. I understand Amanda. I need more kindness toward my people. Okay.
Decide what you want, what you're creating, and like who you're gonna be. Like I know that's like a big overarching question, but who do you want to be as a provider? Who do you want to be as a woman who earns? Who do you want to be as a woman who husband screwed her and now she has to fill in the gaps? Like who are you gonna be no matter what he does?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Because you're gonna have to keep your mind right to go through this battle with this man.
Oh, yes.
What is this frou-frou mess we talking about? I was looking for 1 + 1 = 2. Intentions? What kind of provider does she want to be? What does that even mean? This is not financial advice. The math ain't mathing.
The math doesn't math because spiritual people don't do math. We don't do math. We say the trees are talking. That's what we say. We say, like, so I was coming to work and I saw a which we have things called, what was the thing we saw today? We saw a caterpillar today. Oh, child, that caterpillar tried to attack one of my friends on the floor. It's not really, it didn't really try to attack her. But I know that caterpillar means transformation. And then caterpillar, I don't know why I didn't look it up in real time because my mind was off. Caterpillar, spiritual meaning. Okay, so one of the girls noticed the caterpillar. Was it a caterpillar? She called it a caterpillar. What's a caterpillar look like? Images. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was a brown caterpillar. It looked just like this. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. It was brown. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, this is what we saw today. A brown caterpillar. Let me see. It looks something like this, the caterpillar. That's what it looked like, right? Okay. So let's stay focused. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now the caterpillar. One more time. Back. Okay, so the caterpillar. So one of the girls noticed the caterpillar first. So then I said, because, I always talk to God. I said, oh, shit. Something major transformation is coming, right? So she goes, girl, look at that caterpillar. And I was like, where? Because I was like, give me the blessing. So listen to this. The caterpillar is a powerful spiritual symbol of transformation, representing the necessary grounded, and it was on the ground, often slow, methodical journey toward personal evolution. It embodies patience, the building of a strong foundation, and the potential for profound, total metamorphosis. It signifies being fully present and prepared to change. I need to send this to somebody. Hold on. I need to send it to the two girls I was sitting with. Now, I get the blessing as well as a byproduct of being with them. So we all had eyes on this caterpillar, but one of them noticed it first, right? So I said, this means change. But then the caterpillar took a left turn and tried to get to this other girl. And I was like, you are going to have some major changes, right? All right, save photo. I'll send it to them right now. I said, you are going to have some major changes. And then I said, you're going to have major changes because you noticed it first. No sooner did I say that. And this was on rocks. We were sitting under a bed of rocks. So that means the caterpillar has to go up and down, up and down, up and down. So then the caterpillar Like Speedy Gonzalez found his way to the other girl that noticed him first. And I was like, oh, oh. I was like, child, y'all gonna have some major changes. Now, I don't know what's gonna go down. I do, but I just don't want to tell you. But I'm just trying to be like facetious and shit. But what I can tell you, major changes. And I get it as a byproduct of being around the vicinity of people that's gonna have major changes. Personal. Everybody's gonna have personal major changes. Anyhow, why did I bring that up? Oh, because spirit. Okay, it was an example of being spiritual and how spirituality is a business and that it's such a broad spectrum that in spirituality that we live in, that the business can show up in any way because people want to change. The war that we're in right now, it is people like me that is going to get you centered and spiritually growing and maybe spiritually understanding why we're here. Whether you want to hear it or not, it's time to understand why we're here and that the responsibility to all of that belongs to all of us. Whether you are one of those people that is talking crap and you only care about you, your culture, or you're a newbie into the business, like I don't know what I want. I just want to, or you're someone like me that's fully immersed in this business, like Amanda's fully immersed in this business and has found a niche in this business to make money. But Amanda does it different. Amanda says, I have learned to make money in this business and I want you to show you how to do it because you too can make money. So it's little things. Like I learned the other day that the song Ring My Bell is at its best and highest frequency, and that if you want changes in your life that you are willing to participate in, it's not a magic wand. That listening to the song Ring My Bell, because it has all the perfect frequencies inside. It's not necessarily the words, it's the bass and the frequency of the music is at the perfect levels to achieve anything that you want. But you can use the words to say, hey, lover, ring my bell. Hey, money, ring my bell. Hey, job, ring my bell. And ring my bell could mean, how do we get our phone messages? Ding, ring my bell. You see how you can play with this and get that energy into you so that the universe, the frequency of the universe. See, when I start getting spiritual, it gets crazy. So I get Amanda. The frequency of the universe is being, as you take it in, it's then being sent out because your thoughts are saying, ring my bell for a new job, ring my bell for money coming in, like ring my bell for new love. And your phone rings your bell. Boom, boom. I'm trying to teach y'all. And that's why I get Amanda. And that's why I'm so upset that Bozoma is putting her down so hard. I am spiritual. I am intuitive. God damn it. I call myself a psychic. What? What? You want to fight? What? I've accepted me and my crookedness and I'm kind of weird and my little weirdness and I'm fucking funny. Not everybody finds me funny, but I am very, very funny. Um, and I'm smart. And I could understand where you are in your human experience and yet get you to a soulful place so that you don't fall apart. That's my job. And I make money from making sure that you all are okay. I love doing that. And I don't charge a lot. I have not charged a lot. And here she comes. Here she comes bothering me. It's okay. I'm not going to stop you, baby. You want to jump up on the table? Jump up on the table. My psychic cat. She listens to me so much. Hey, Boopy. Hey, Mamacita. Mira. Hi. Hi, Mamacita. All right. No, I'm just saying hi. I was touching your tail. I wish she would let me kiss her, but she won't. She's like, I don't want dirty human breath. I don't know. Ring my. Oh, do you listen to it nonstop? I'm so proud of you. But Infinite, come on. Come on, Infinite. You know. How's my sister do it? You know. Oh, you know. Kitty! Kitty! Hi, Noel. How are you? The math brought that house down? Saki Love, you don't like Amanda? Give Amanda some grace. Anybody that's intuitive, I'm going to fight for. Give her grace. She is up against some of the most wicked women on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I love that Kyle doesn't want to go there with all the other women. She's like, relax. None of it was that big of a deal. I hate the way they're treating Amanda. I get it. Okay, hold on a second. Let's play another video.
Elton John is a woman we need to talk about more. That lady was the head of marketing for Pepsi. She was the head of marketing for Beats. She was the chief brand officer for Uber and rebuilt its brand image. Like when we talk about a resume, that is a resume. That is a boss bitch right there. I gotta give it to her.
Okay, so I think I need to ask some questions. Were you cooking when this was going down? Were you putting a facial scrub on your face when this was going down? I I feel like you did this on purpose and you wanted to have like a funny moment. I don't know. I'm curious that maybe you didn't finish what you should have finished before you came on social media and was like, let me give my opinion. I just want to know what you were doing prior to this. That's it. It's different. I've got nothing to say. Why is his face covered in pollen? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what that is. And did he do it on purpose? Like, did he want a good laugh out of this? I don't know what happened. I don't know. But let's just go with the flow. Sometimes we don't need answers. But if you can tell me, young man, what you were doing prior to making a statement, I just want to get there with you. That's it. Oh my God, what a nightmare.
I'm a Hall of Fame inducted marketer, Chief Marketing Officer of Netflix, Chief Brand Officer at Uber, Chief Marketing Officer at Endeavor, Head of Global Marketing at Apple Music and iTunes, Head of Global Music Entertainment at PepsiCo. Thank you very much.
She's engaged.
Boss.
That's incredible.
Boss.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
I
It's
was
heavy.
in Kangaroo Jack. Bose. What the F are you doing here?
Well, we need a little corporate baddie in the mix, so yeah, side to show up, pull up, and drop something heavy.
She's so full of shit. I don't care how you slice it. She's gotten fired from all her jobs. She's gotten fired from all her jobs, and some of them she didn't even last longer than a year. All right, moving on. If somebody else finds something different out, let me know. Do I want to spend 5 minutes listening to this woman? Hold on a
Now,
second.
is it just me, or are the red flags with Keely kind of flashing real bright? Let's get into The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 15, Episode 10. So when we first were introduced to Keely, I had my own reservations back then. Just also the whole, like, the not saying I love you thing, but then already planning to get married and have kids was like a bit of like, didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense at all. And something was a little griftery about him. I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but I kind of pushed the suspicions to the side because comparatively to the Bravo house husband boyfriends, he seemed pretty benign, right? But on this dinner scene, I wasn't feeling it. Also, before I get into that, I was also listening to a podcast and they were kind of bringing up as well, like the fact that, Boz is putting her body through all this IVF stuff because he really wants a kid. But that's also her choice too. But it's also like, this is a very, I don't want to say a shot in the dark, but I mean, she's not young. And so, okay, he seems like on this episode, she brings it up, like, what if I can't have a kid? Very interesting to me that they haven't fully dove into the conversation, at least on the show, dove into the conversation of possibly having a surrogate egg, or donor egg, or even adoption, if he really just, like, wants to be a father. But maybe he only cares about completely biological, him and his partner, which to each their own, but I don't know. And especially knowing her history with, like, Eve, it's like putting her through all this, but again, she's a grown woman. She's agreeing to go through all of this. So that full, like, blame cannot be on him. Now, on this scene, they go out to dinner, him, Boz, and Lael. And what we think is about to be a cute little family dinner moment was, like, really, to me, adult conversation that shouldn't have been happening in front of Lael. Like, yes, she's not, like, a baby, but she didn't have any business witnessing that conversation, in my humble opinion. So after Boz expresses her very valid concerns of, like, if I can't have this baby, will you leave me? Like, what's the tea? What's the deal with that? He expresses his concern about if he loses his job and doesn't have any money coming in, will she leave him? Is that a possibility, sir? What working person who's not like an actor or actress where your job is like, varies, but, it's not steady or stable, why are you thinking about a possibility of you not having a job? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? I don't understand it. What? In what scenario would you not have a job? And why is that on top of mine? And why do you want confirmation from me that I will still be with you when you ain't got no money? Because let's be for real. Because at first I was putting it together, like, when I first heard it on, like, the little preview before, like, they came to break and came back and had the actual scene, I'm like, Boz make more money than him. Why would she care if he... Because I'm thinking, like, he's saying, I can't help you find it. No, he's saying... He's pretty much seemed like setting himself up to be a sugar baby. Like, oh, we get married and oopsie, my business done shut down, Boz. Like, that's what it seems like. He's laying the groundwork for his business to all of a sudden fail, and for him to be a little house husband up in her mansion. Yeah, it's not. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And he's like, I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm gonna work. Y'all, did y'all clock that? Was it just me? Did y'all clock that? That was absolutely insane to me. And Bose, you ain't got no kid yet. Run. Unless you're comfortable with that arrangement, but you need to have a talking to with him. Don't embarrass you on TV like that again. Say nothing like that on TV. Mm-mm. If y'all gonna have the agreement, keep it hush hush. Okay, if that's your agreement, cool. We know you're in a tax bracket to where you don't have as many options of people making more money than you. So that's not the issue. But don't have him saying it on TV, child, setting himself up that he ain't gonna have a job.
All right. Let me go back. Hi, Georgia Peach. Hi, One Deep. Apparently, she spent 2 years at any of these jobs. Brag not. Brag not. Like, I think, oh, wait. Brag not. I think Bozoma is the type of person, the way she's putting Amanda down so aggressively, is the type of person that can sell herself so aggressively. And then when she gets in the job, it turns out she doesn't know what she's doing. And she's worked for companies for people that don't play. They're like, wait, your resume, you sold yourself, you're chaos. And they have to get her out of there in 2 years or less. CEOs don't come in. No one hires a CEO to do 2 years unless you're interim because they're looking for the right CEO. If you're interim, then you could stay 2 years. If you're not, if they hire you to be the CEO of blah, 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 incorporated, they're not looking to have you last for 2 years. It costs too much money. 2 years? No. That means she lost her job because she brought chaos. She brought ugly. Exactly the way she treats Amanda, as you could see how she treated her employees. I could be wrong, but baby stuff doesn't feel right. It seems contrived for the show. I don't think the other housewives buy into it either. Mama, I think if you want to have baby as your storyline, fibroids and infertility as a mature woman, do it. I happen to know that there are 67-year-old women that are having babies right now. Let me see something. Always got to Google this shit. How many Despite the ongoing birth rate decline, more women seemingly had or are having children as they enter their late. Older women are having more babies. More babies. I just wanted, let's see, in their children's entity, more babies are being born after age 40. Many are being born anywhere between 45 and 60. And these are coming from women that are childless. So this reminds me of John the Baptist, right? I mean, I don't know my Bible that well, but let's dive in. All right. John the Baptist. I think her name was Elizabeth. I think. I don't remember, but she was Mary's cousin. And she said, God, let me have a baby. God doesn't bring her a baby. She's like damn near 60. Like the Bible makes you believe that she's 80, or maybe she might have been 50-ish, right? But back in the day, 50-ish was fucking old, right? And so she gets pregnant. And that's what's happening right now. Like history always repeats itself. Older women are having babies more and more and more and more and more. Hi, Georgia Peach. Did I say hi to you? Hi, 1D. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. All right. Let's play another video, child. Video. I don't know why that was so long, but it was. Okay, these are short.
We need to know your thoughts on this one. Is Kyle really concerned about what's going on with Dorit? The second week in a row, Kyle has gone to someone else on camera to talk about her concerns for Dorit instead of actually going to Dorit. Dorit makes a great point. They were together for 4 full days, and she couldn't bring it up once. Kyle thinks that it won't be well received by Dorit, but here's the thing. Is she making it?
A lot of feathers are ruffled, and I'm here to talk about it. By the way, this is about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so if you're not interested, go ahead and move along. All right. When it was announced that I was joining the show, people had a lot of opinions. Some were like, why would you risk your storied corporate reputation to go on TV and fight with women? And I was like, wait, hold on, is that what we're doing? Because I don't think so. The truth of the matter is that this time of life is so complicated. It comes with its own drama, okay? Women in their 40s and 50s are dealing with raising children, aging parents, careers that maybe need a pivot or maybe need reinvention, long relationships that maybe are coming to an end or need another spark, and a myriad of things, including hormones that are out of whack, okay? So the question that has come up is whether or not disagreement needs conflict. And my opinion is that disagreement is conflict. It is inherently conflict because when you have two different opinions, they are conflicting opinions. And it's not whether or not conflict is necessary, because it is, we're all human, but whether or not you know how to solve it. That is the question at hand. So this all started with this particular conversation that we had at the table. Here, watch this.
My body interpreted it that evening as a physiological threat. Girl, why are you shaking your head at that?
I mean, your expectation of not having confrontation in the way that you don't like is unrealistic.
That's true.
So you need to understand that and also accept that.
But can there be disagreements without conflict?
No.
You disagree, you sit, you speak, you have the intention to really hear each other, and there's not a huge conflict.
Girl, what are you talking about?
No.
How? In this human experience?
No.
What fantasy world is Amanda living in? Because in this reality, we've got to have real conversations that push edges, that address conflict, that make us uncomfortable.
Okay, so what do you think? Can friends have disagreements that don't have conflict? Does conflict mean chaos? Do you know how to resolve your conflicts? Have you lost friends because of conflict? By the way, if you haven't seen the mid-season trailer for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, go watch that. Because the first half was building up to everything that's coming. And Lord, it is a lot of conflict going on. So I'm just interested to continue this conversation because I'm so fascinated by it. All right. And hello, shout out to the women in their 40s and 50s.
We are not worried about turning into our 40s and 50s. And she was not talking about conflict. She was saying, can we have a conversation about something we don't agree on and not turn so ugly? That's what she was trying to say. Erica that chimed in, bitch, you stole money from Malaysian people, you and your husband. So you stay out of it right now. I'm not putting up with you. And then Bozo, you live on that confrontational, backhanded that results in you always in conflict. And you're so quick and witty with it. Like when you say things like, girl, like, what? Like maybe Bozo, maybe you can just drop it. Like, like who needs your 2 cents? Maybe if Amanda has something to say, maybe we should hear it a few times before all of us say, "Oh my God, Amanda, you're so annoying." Y'all are not even getting us a chance to not like her because you've already decided as a group that we, the viewer, was not going to like her. And Bozo is leading the clown school and making sure that we that's watching does not like her. And Bozo, you are ruining her business. And that's the saddest thing of all. And I'm warning you, in this spiritual world that we are in right now, we are in a spiritual war. I don't even talk about a real World War III. We are in a spiritual war. And what I can tell you about being in a spiritual war, if you attack someone who's innocent, in this day and age, it turns back so fast and kicks you in the ass so fast. And when it does, you're going to sit back and be like, I became a victim. Somebody said this to me. No, it's because you hurt somebody's feeling on live TV and got the whole world to turn against Amanda. It's going to backfire. And that's going to be the reading. I have an uncle. I'm 3 years older than women on my dad's side of the family that have babies in their later years unexpectedly. Men can have babies though, but to have the women, I have an uncle. I'm 3 years older. I don't know how old you are. Than women on my dad's side of the family have had babies in their later years. Are the women older? But men can make babies. They don't always make good babies. Their sperm does not stand up. So go ahead and make a baby with the older man. You might wind up with a child that has, problems. I'm just saying that's scientific. Look it up. Do your research. Not you, Georgia. I'm talking about everybody else. Do your research. A rich older man. I don't know, child. I don't know. All right.
Start in like the corporate space?
No, I have
No, you've
no
always been an
formal business experience
Really?
at
You've
all.
always been an
I have a
entrepreneur.
master's in counseling. I don't know that I had this language at the time, but I was
Yeah.
like, let's make this a personal development brand.
Yeah.
Like, what do
yeah.
I want to be about? So I
Yeah.
started putting out really good content online every day. I started out as a therapist and life coach, and later a business coach. As my audience grew and I wanted to help more people, I began to create online courses to help people create both the professional and personal life of their dreams.
Oh, interesting.
So then I created a digital course called Become a Life Coach.
Oh.
And then I found that I had a gift, a niche around money, but not around, like, I'm not a financial planner. Around like the energetic part of money, the mindset part, the psychology around it.
Right.
Most people who teach on money focus on the practical aspects of money exclusively. I think the practical aspects are really important, but I think the foundation is our relationship with money, which involves the psychological, the emotional, and the energetic. That's really what I became known for. That's what I wrote my book on. I have a best-selling book called Rich as
Oh, yes.
So then I became known as the money queen.
Yes.
But I create courses on all kinds of things.
Wait, Noel, not a baby with problems. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by that? Elaborate, Noel. If I'm missing the joke, I'm sure it's a good joke. Wait, what? Open. Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. What did I say? I was going to check Bozo. Oh, to see if Calm's going to kick her in the ass. I really want to see that.
Declare that I don't like her. I don't see it for her, especially after that reunion and how she basically joined the attack on Garcelle. And then I kept seeing a recurring theme just about her career and how she was the type to, like, you know, basically kiss the ass of the whites to get where she is, yada yada yada. But a hater I have not been, and it looks like she is going to have, as far as her career and love life, a pretty good second season on Housewives of Beverly Hills. First things first, her show with Jimmy Fallon is coming out this month. I don't know if I'm making this up, so bear with me. I think it already got renewed for like a second season and it hasn't even premiered yet. I might be making that up, but I feel like I read that somewhere. So that's a win right there. I mean, your first season and you're already on this huge show with Jimmy Fallon. Like, she ate that. She ate that. I still don't like her, but she ate. And then, as far as her love life, you know, we seen her with, I think his name was Keely on the show, and they hadn't said I love you to each other, and they were wanting to have a baby, and they weren't married, and all kind of things like that. But they have officially gotten engaged. Congrats to them. And it looks like, I read that it was filmed for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so we will see that next season, which, okay. Period. I'm guessing maybe her third season will actually see a wedding if she gets a third season. And you know, if she wants that baby, I'm here for it, girl. Go ahead and get it all. Get it all out the mud. Because although I do not see it for her, she is still a black woman. And you know, I tend to root for black women. The only reason I wasn't necessarily rooting for this black woman during the show is because she was one against another black woman. But that's neither here nor there. And you know, y'all criticism of like, oh, well, Garcelle didn't have her back. I will give you that. I will completely give you that. I still don't like her, you know? I feel like Garcelle didn't have her back because the person she was going up against, I remember her and Sutton had words like, well, Garcelle and Sutton were friends. Bose didn't know these damn women. But that's neither here nor there. Congrats to Bose and all her success. Kudos to you, Miss Girl. And I don't know. I'm about to say I can't wait for the next one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but it doesn't. Just from what I've read and what I've seen, but we'll see.
Okay, you always have something on the other side opinion to show that I am not being biased. So you always have to be like, I'm showing both sides of the spectrum, and people that like her and people that, you know, have concerns of like who she is. I do want to point out, I thought this is, first of all, I want to point out it's not a black white thing. It's not. It's a bully spiritual thing, period. This season, it's not a black white thing by no means. But as far as Garcelle and Bozo, Bozo went on What's Happened Live, I think it was, with Erica, and talked about Garcelle. Garcelle had never talked bad about Bozo. And that's when the situation got worse. All right, but whatever.
I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a name.
All right.
And then I need the word, one word.
With you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a name.
All right.
And then I need the word, one word to go with this. Dorit.
Okay, so it's only one word, right?
Yes, Bose. Come on.
Okay, Dorit. Finding.
Finding.
Yeah, like finding
searching.
herself.
Okay,
Yes, like,
finding.
You know, finding.
I
finding.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Ah, fabulous.
Fabulous. Sutton.
Changing.
Changing.
Yeah, changing. Evolving. Maybe that's a better
Great
word.
word.
Evolving.
Great word.
Evolving.
Our girl, Kathy.
Ah, hilarious.
Okay. Kyle.
Stoic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great word. Erica.
Fire starter.
Fire starter.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
quippy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You gotta love it. I love her energy.
I've been waiting to ask you this, though.
Uh-huh.
Amanda. Our other newbie.
What is one word for Amanda?
Come on now.
Reaching.
Reaching.
Yeah.
Now, is that just a nice word for thirsty?
No, I think she is. I think she is reaching for relevancy. Reaching for.
Wow, you're good PR right there.
No, but like, you know, she wants to be established. And I think that's what it's giving, is that she's reaching for it. amongst people who have already reached.
Yeah.
What is your updated opinion on Bose? If you like Bravo, click follow. Last season was Bose's first season, and I was instantly obsessed with her. She's everything from looks to brains. She's got it all. And many people didn't like her last season because she was so instantly friends with Dorit. My thoughts remain the same. I really like her. I think I like her even more her second season. I think she's the voice of reason. She's who I look to if I need to feel balanced. I think she's so level-headed, so intelligent, and I love to look at her when Amanda Francis is speaking, particularly when she's speaking about her business, because Bose was a CEO of so many companies such as Netflix. Anyone knows anything about money? I don't think it's Amanda. I think it's Bose. Bose gets along with everyone in the group. Everyone. She threw a dating event for all of the women because all of the women in this group are single. She's the ultimate girl's girl and was the one that got the answers that we wanted out of Kyle Richards. What do you think about Bose during her second season? Are people still disliking her? Because I don't understand that.
At this point, I've got no comment on who likes this bitch.
Storyline on this most recent season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills makes me so uncomfortable because it's like, number one, we don't really care about the fertility journey, not because we don't support you, but because you're like low-key shelling out a baby for this man so that he stays with you. It's very uncomfortable to watch a woman who has allegedly climbed to like the top of the ranks of corporate America, you know, CEO at multiple companies. And now she's here being like, I'm in my 40s, and if I don't have a baby, even though it's very dangerous for me medically, not just because of her age, but because of the background and infertility, whatever. And she keeps being like, you know, Keely is going to resent me if I don't have his baby. What is he going to do if he ends up not getting a baby? I'm like, girl, awkward enough. And then I'm watching the most recent episode right now, and we see Keely at dinner with Bose and her daughter, and he's like, I'm just wondering, would you ladies still like me if I didn't have a job? It's like, are you testing the waters? And then he says that, and there's like awkward laughter, and he's like, you know, I'm always going to be a hard worker. And Bose is like, right, you really are. It's like, girl, relax. He's like, but I'm just wondering, like, what would you think of me if I didn't have a job? I'm like, are you watching the checks roll in from this season and like feeling some type of way, as if like you go take a vacation? Like, confused where you came from, confused why this woman is settling for you. I'm so confused.
That's so cute.
According to Amanda on Entertainment Tonight, sitting with Bryce Sanders, she said Bose tried to sell her own online course, but it failed. She even went on to say that Bose went to her and said that she is losing money on this online course she put out. So is this why Bose is having this reaction to Amanda and her business? Is it jealousy? You mean Bose, with all the corporate experience from working at all of these top tier corporations, wouldn't know how to market and sell an online course? Well, I guess that means Amanda to the rescue, hopefully. Maybe you can give her a link to your course creation course, and that would help Bose manifest more sales for that online course of hers. Because, you know, you are the money queen, and you said in this interview with Bryce Sanders that 95% of the customers that purchase from you are happy. Well, Bose, I guess you better get on AmandaFrancis.com and get yourself that online course creation course so that you can get successful at selling your own online courses.
Oh, please. If you really wanted to stay away from me, you would just do it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She knows damn well she's trying to be the star of the show. That's what she is trying to do. And I am tired of it. I am the star. Oh, bitch. I'm the star. Bitch. No. Get back. She won't leave me. She hates me. She won't leave me. All right. I'm sick of doing videos. Can I please see we'll both get her karma? And I'm not wishing it. Trust, I'm not wishing it. But I think her attack is bullying. Oh my God. I hate bullies. Do you like bullies? Let me know. Has anyone ever been bullied? Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I think I was in middle school. I was in middle school, and this girl kept bullying me. I am fight job. And so she thank God she said to me, when we get out of school, I'm gonna beat you up. And I was like, oh no, bitch, no, you're not. I hid out in the bathroom for 2 hours. And then that was actually very dumb, I realized. Because when I finally left, there was nobody outside. That was the time to beat my ass, and nobody would have gotten caught. I was like, I'm so stupid. Nobody's outside. If she comes to kick my ass, I'm in trouble. You know, I saved my life. The next day, I went to school and she was nowhere to be found. To this day, I don't know who said it. I don't know even what she looks like. I know there were other girls with her, and she was like, you wait, you better be there. And I was like, better? Oh, hell no. I'm not going to be there at all. I don't like bullies. Exactly. I don't like bullies. And I think that is one of the things that has stuck with me all of my life, where I'm like, do you have to be like so mean and rude and threatening? Like, no, you don't. And so, what I've learned since then, and trust me, I must have been like 10, 11. I don't know. I was in middle school. Was I in middle school? I think I might have been in elementary school. I think I was 10, so which means I was in the fifth grade, and I had a bully. And so I learned. I was like, from like later, because I had this like look about me that said like, oh, you could beat me up, and so I've had to learn that, oh, you gotta get tough, and you gotta be like, what you want, bitch, what you want. But I wasn't like that at 10. At 20,010, oh, I'm like that. I'm not cutting my mouth. No, no, it's not going to happen. You bother me, I'm your karma. You won't believe me? I'm your karma. Cause I don't like being bullied. In any case, oh my God, I got cat hair all over me now. Could you please? I got cat hair. I just need like tissue just to. Oh, I got cat hair all over me now. All right, end of story. She won't stop loving me, this cat. It just goes on and on and on. I'm exhausted. All right. Will Bozoma get her karma? Remember, guys, I'm not wishing it. I'm looking into it. Two different things. I mean, I might be happy if she gets her karma. That's not my problem. I might be like, I might be like the Palestinians feel about, other countries that you, like, I'm not trying to get political or anything. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Bozoma. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Bozoma is your child. She's your love. She is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right. You said if you get an old man, you might end up with a baby with problems. And then you said not a baby with problems. Oh my God. I never know what the hell I say. I just sprout off. As you all know. All right. Can anybody scribe? What do you all see here? For a second there I saw bunnies, but now I think I see a hand, and they're holding like a one of those herbal things where you crush herbs. That's what I think I see. All right, I'm over it. Bozoma. She's got a couple of jobs that are still coming out for her, so she's not going to suffer. I get the King of Pentacles. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's Jimmy Fallon. I don't know if it's Andy. I don't know if it's her husband. Nor do I really care. Um, I think she's going to learn a lesson through this series. I think she's going to learn that her tongue is sharp, right? The Ace of Swords means intellectual power, and that she has a sharper mind and a quick tongue, and maybe that was used way too much against Amanda, right? There's some confusing stuff that we're going to begin to see unravel with her. I feel like there are people that are going to try and talk to her and try and let her know that maybe her methodology, like, was like insensitive, right? I think if she doesn't hear people, then she could dry up her own finances. But I think an offer is going to come to her. But I think the offer is going to come in a way where um, I think our offer is going to come in a way where we're going to have to see her not do a Tyra Banks of reality shows. Does that make sense now? Like, she's still going to be making money doing another show. So I don't know if it's going to be the second season of the Jimmy Fallon, the brand, or what. But I think what's going to happen is I think the production company or the network is going to say, we love your style, but we don't want to see a Tyra Banks. We do not want to jeopardize our network and people's self esteem because it's funny that you have a quick tongue. So, what we want to see from you this year, which I think it might be the brand is already out there, what we want to see from you this year is a softer bozo. And that has is coming down because of Tyra. And you will hear this when the time comes. All right. We need you to be funny and quick witted without looking like everything about you needs to be right, or that an insult to the person that you're communicating with, that you feel like it's easier for someone to get the truth rather than lie to them. And they're going to say, you're so intelligent that we're going to have you figure out better methodology in getting your point across without being a bad guy. So it turns out she will be fine. It's just at the very end when I get temperance. It's at the very end when I get temperance. Now, temperance means a healthy blend. And that's how I know she's going to be fine. Temperance means taking your grounded energy with your emotional energy mixed with the rainbow, which is air. Um, and I don't see a money symbol here necessarily. Oh, I know where the money is, in the golden triangle. And money, and allow your. And did you know? Okay, let me see if I'm going to say this right. Maybe I'm not going to say it completely right. That the triangle is the most sturdiest of symbols out there. It's sturdy, which is why the triangle is in the temperance. So, in moderation, let me read it so you can understand that as much as I may have wanted karma for her, it ain't common, right? And that's fine with me. Like, one thing I'm gonna do is trust God first, right? Um, oh, oh my God, my nose, Kitty, you put it on me. You put it on me, Kitty. Does it sound right? All right, okay. 17. No, not 17. Uh, 14. Here it is. This is the temperance card, right? Moderation, self restraint. She's going to have to autocorrect herself because she is going to have something. I think it might be the second season of the brand where they're going to be like, we are not having another Tyra Banks, that this is no longer cute. Now I'm going to make myself watch the brand. So when it comes out a second, I'm going to watch the brand and critique it. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. And then you're going to see that if the season got picked up again, she can't be a bitch. And if the season got picked up again and they already filmed it, they're gonna throw it in the garbage or edit it all her smart aleck comments, or they might redo the whole show after Tyra Banks' crazy Netflix documentary that Tyra sounds crazy. Um, Tolerance, having more tolerance for, I want to say, like, for stupid people, like, have more tolerance. Like, we're humans, and I'm not the brains of the bunch, right? And so I could go on the brand and have this great idea, because that's what the brand is about, is like having this really great idea. I could have this great idea, and then I will look quirky, silly. You're gonna crack up laughing because of the twitches that I make. Like, it's gonna be funny, and yet I don't need her to make fun of like all my quirks, because that's when I get mad and I turn into a lion, Leo the lion. I turn into a lion, and then people gonna see. You should have never made fun of me. Why did I turn it back to me? Because I'm Leo the lion. What else would I do? All right. Um, Discretion, a better intermingling of herself for others, but it could be fruitful for her if she figures that out. I'm done. Equilibrium, harmonious balance. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. I'm done. Um, I think that she is going to be fine. I'm going to pull just a few more cards. Oh, no, I can't. The full card came up. Once the full card comes up, the reading's over. All right. So I think Bozoma is going to fool you. And I think Bozoma is going to clean up her rhetoric. And I think Bozoma wants to make her money so she can spend the $1 billion on this one baby fertility issue and try to give it to her man and be married to her man. And I don't think she wants to lose her man. And that's going to make her change. Clock it. All right, I'm done. Let me get the final outcome. Pray for me that I can actually sleep tonight. I didn't have the best day today. But, bad days happen. But pray for me that I actually can just lay down and get some sleep. What time is it, guys? What time is it over there? Whatever time it is over there, I'm an hour ahead of you guys, but I wouldn't have been able to sleep anyway, so it is what it is. Okay. Oh, my nose itches. All right. What? What, Mama? You kept me seeing things. No, it's not quite even. How come some days this thing will spin beautifully? Like today, it's spinning so much better. Look at that. And yesterday, it refused to spin. I was so pissed the other day. Was it yesterday? This is. Y'all might see this straight. I'm going to keep playing with this. There's a way to get this more accurate. What's up, kitty? What's up, Mamacita? Look at that. See how we can get there? Upside down. Upside down, magical child. Upside down. I wonder this about her baby coming through. Pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth. That's why she treats Amanda the way that she treats her. She doesn't believe in spirituality. Amanda, you need to teach her. Tell her to take your class. You need to tell her to relax. You do have knowledge of some shit. Um, Shadow magical child manifests as lack of faith in miracles and transformation. This is the opposite of Amanda. Um, Attitudes and pessimism and depression, and as the belief that energy and action are not required, allowing one to retreat into fantasy. So, here's what I believe. I believe that Bosama has been successful getting to where she's needed to get to. But I also think her mouth is magical. She can sell the shirt that you're wearing. That's what I think. I think Amanda may have come along to teach Bozoma a lesson in spirituality. And Amanda is the catalyst to get Bozoma into heaven. Bozoma, I think you may have heard a lot of people in the corporate world. And I think Amanda is not an arch enemy, but maybe a mirror. And that if you accept the spiritual energy of this mirror and align yourself with that growth of what could the internal spirit of you, not the fighter, but the internal spirit of you. Well, like, what does that look like? That I think you could be an amazing person. And I think you're, I I think you're on the show because something about you needed to get augmented. And God is giving you grace. So rather than take everything from you, because you may not learn your lesson, or maybe your daughter's energy is saving you from losing everything, or maybe the pregnancy that you had to release at 6 months is saving you. Like, all that's a soul right there, or your husband's soul could be saving you. But in spirit, I feel like you're getting a second chance. And I think you're forgetting that this is a chance. And I think you're failing. But I think Amanda is the mirror. And this isn't about Amanda, this is about you. Because what I believe is that you're going to meet up with somebody else. And all God wants you to do is figure out that some parts of you are coming across ugly, because you're going to meet up with someone else. And if you ruin it with that person, then your soul is damned. And God doesn't want that for you. I think it's bigger than you being like all cutesy and saying the smart aleck shit, girl, please. It's not that, Bozoma. I think, like, I want to say who hurt you, because you're going to have to find that you're so much better than what you're giving. the way these cards pull, it's almost like you're going to get there. That this season was a learning curve. That Amanda came along to be like, no, bitch. And you hear the people and you don't like what people are saying about you. Your pride is so big. But you could turn this around. And I think you are going to turn it around. And I'm grateful to God that I can do these kind of readings and not hate you. I think that your internal soul is so much better than what you're producing. And you don't have to be that. You don't have to be so mean. So, that's the reading, guys. Oh, I think, Noel, thank you for saying that. I hope you sleep well. I really appreciate that. I've been sleeping rough. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just not going in enough to be like, okay, this is sleep. Let's do this, body. And doing a lot of tossing and turning. I hope to sleep tonight. Wish me sleep. And I hope to wake up tomorrow by God's grace. And I hope to begin my day fresh and new and nothing like Bozoma. Girl, you gonna make it through. All right, I gotta go. I love you. Call me for your own personal reading, everyone. 213-458-7408. All right, I love you all. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.